Away from security matters now, with the recent decline in the standard of education, Muslim students want the federal government to be proactive in tackling challenges facing the education sector and reduce the number of out-of-school children. These formed part of discussions at the annual conference of the MSSN in Lagos, where Senator representing Ogun Central Shuaib Salis expressed optimism that the present government will put measures in place to reposition the sector. We have details in this report.
Gathered here are students across all levels in Lagos State, and the crux of discussion is the deteriorating state of education and ways the government and private sector can team up to improve the sector and revive the lost values.
There's a shift from rewarding excellence in learning to entertainment. So if government just rewards education successes or efforts well, so naturally divert attention to education. There's a need for moral rejuvenation. Then two, the issue of tech has to be Islamized. So that because youth today, this technology is destroying them, and two, morality is declining. Then in terms of scholarship, academic, I think we're improving, but not at the expense of our spirituality.
According to UNESCO, Nigeria has about 20 million out-of-school children as of September 2022, and this group of students are determined to change this narrative by providing support for the government to improve secondary and tertiary education.
So we understand that a lot is happening in the education sector, and this is why, as major stakeholders, we have deemed it fit to also contribute our quota. Go back to the roots of our religion, go back to the roots of our education, go back to the roots of morality, go back to the roots of our culture that teach us to uphold strong values, strong family values, strong societal values, and all the good virtues that we can think of.
Senator representing Ogun Central says the present administration is keen towards its renewed hope agenda, which also includes plans to improve the education sector.
This country is destined to be great. All of us must play that role. And to play that role, it means all of us have tasks harder for us. When the resources are there, the infrastructure will be built, the academic and non-academic staff will be adequately remunerated, and the student will also have certainty on calendar.
Highlights of the event is the announcement of new leaders for MSSN Lagos, who charged the government to further provide enabling environment for students and put in place relevant policies to improve the education sector.
Ahead the November governorship election in Imo State, another group known as the Olu Critical Stakeholders has endorsed Governor Hope Uzodinma, as members say they are pleased with the achievements made so far by his administration. TVC's Prisumba reports.
It was the gathering of critical stakeholders made up of Olu Political Consultative Assembly, OPOCAR, the Olu Zone Council of Traditional Rulers, representing the traditional institutions, and the 256 autonomous communities in Olu Zone, the President General of Town Unions in Olu Zone, and the sole administrators of local government areas in the zone.
The critical stakeholders of Olu Group.
They are here to appraise the administration of Governor Hope Uzodinma, who is from the zone, and their verdict is that they are pleased with his performance so far. The reason he should get another chance.
That we hereby pass an implicit vote of confidence on His Excellency, most distinguished Senator Hope Uzodinma, following his excellent performance since he assumed office as Governor of Imo State, and his undisputed capacity to sustain the ongoing development and infrastructural revolution in Imo State, and therefore adopt him as our sole and only governorship candidate ahead of the November 11, 2023 governorship election.
The Imo State Charter of Equity, as initiated by the State Council of Elders, remains very critical to strengthen the polity and ensure governorship seat rotates among the 3 senatorial zones in the state.
Most of us in Abuja, we have read the handwriting on the wall. There is no person that win this race, except to both of them. You know why? Igbo chapter of equity is predicated on a tripod.
As political activities in the state continues to gain momentum, the opposition parties are also putting up strategies to oust the Shared Prosperity Administration in November. Prince Oba, TVC News, Olo, Imo State.
Meanwhile, troops of the 192 Battalion Nigerian Army operating within the 81 Division area of responsibility have successfully raided an international ammunition smuggling syndicate. The details of this feat from the Army was contained in a statement signed by Brigadier General Oyema Nwachukwu, the Director, Army Public Relations. He said troops conducted a meticulous stop-and-search operation along the Agility Owode Road in Yewa North local government area of Ogun State on Saturday, acting on actionable intelligence. General Nwachukwu said during the operation, the troops discovered a truck bearing the registration number ENU 697XY, which was transporting a large quantity of smuggled ammunition destined for Anambra State. The illegal cargo included 720 packets of Red Star cartridges of 12 caliber, each containing 25 cartridges, totaling 18,000 cartridges. Also, they found 250 packets of live black cartridges containing 10 packets each, amounting to 2,500 cartridges of the same caliber. The vigilant troops swiftly apprehended the suspects identified as Eric Sowova, a Ghanaian national, and the truck's driver Lukman Sani. Both suspects are currently in custody, cooperating with ongoing investigation. And the Nigerian Army says the combat readiness of soldiers and other security agencies must be top-notch at all times in view of the current security challenges in the country. The General Officer commanding 2 Division of the Nigerian Army handed down this instruction during the division's inter-brigade combat competition at Sobe Cantonment in Ilorin. Ibrahim Alege reports.
The inter-brigade competition is organized for warrant officers and senior non-commissioned officers and the 5 formations under the 2 Division of the Nigerian Army. The participating brigades are from Edo, Ondo, Oyo, and Kwara states. Addressing the participants, the General Officer commanding 2 Division of the Nigerian Army, Major General Valentin Okoro, says the competition is to sharpen their combat readiness. It's represented by Commander 22 Armored Brigade, Sobe Cantonment, Ilorin, Major General Debayo Babalola.
The General Officer commanding expects nothing less than very high standard in terms of our conduct, in terms of our courage, and it should be heavy competition.
He says Nigerians rely on the army and other security operatives to tackle security challenges in the country, calling on the participants to be combat ready.
Gentlemen, you know that we have various security challenges all across the country, and the whole citizens of Nigeria rely solely on the Nigerian Army, the armed forces, and other security agencies. Therefore, our combat readiness at all times must be top priority.
The 4-day competition is expected to end on Thursday, with participants competing in drilling, combat swimming, obstacle crossing, and range classification. This 2 Division of the Nigerian Army inter-brigade competition is aimed at enhancing combat proficiency of soldiers, especially at a period when Nigeria is grappling with some security challenges. Ibrahim Alige, TVC News, Ilorin.